People that have been abandoned have trust issues because people that abandon you are never supposed to do that. And so you're supposed to be able to trust them. But when you can't count on them to take up for you, you can't count on them to be on your side, you can't count on them to pick you up when they say they're going to pick you up, you can't count on them to stay married, you can't count on them to show up when they say they're going to show up, then you have a lot of issues, especially if you've been abandoned, because trust you is a big thing for you anyway. So today, I want to talk to you about how you can learn to trust more. And that is, you can learn to trust more by keeping your own word. So if you tell someone you're going to do something, you do it. I say that because when you keep your own word to yourself, then you know that some people are trustworthy, even if it's just you. And the other one is you try God and test Him on His word. God keeps His word, He never lies. If He tells you something, He's going to do it, and you can count on it. And so I confess His promises every day. I confess His promises that He's going to cause me to prosper. He's going to give me the grace that I need to forgive or to have mercy, that His grace is sufficient for the day, that He leads me and He guides me. He orders my steps, that I have divine connections because He connects me with the people He wants me to be with. So I learn to trust God's word. Nowhere in the Bible does it say to love men or to trust men. It says to trust God, but it says to love men. So we love people regardless of whether we can trust them or not. We just understand that in particular areas, people cannot be trusted unless we try them and test them. And so people say, trust me. And I say, we'll see. All right. But I love you. All right. And so if you're having trust issues, you may um, want to exercise keeping your own word to your own hurt and doing things you tell people that you're going to do. Um, then practicing rehearsing God's word and trusting God's word, and then just loving people and giving people lots of space and giving people lots of grace. Because, in this world, it says we'll have trials and tribulations, and people have a lot of those. And so we don't know what their day is like. We haven't walked a mile in their shoes. So we're going to love people, but we're going to trust God. And when we become more like God, we learn to trust ourselves more. When we trust ourselves more, we learn to trust more. And then if somebody breaks that trust, then it's not so hurtful because we realize the Bible never tells us to trust in men. It tells us to love them. God bless.